Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Divine. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man, so, again, it's been a while since I talked about Undisputed on this channel, and it's been for good reason. Now, recently, everyone in SEI put out, they said was the last, quote-unquote, last and official final update for Undisputed, and they released career mode for Undisputed. And the career mode, I have to admit, is very well fleshed out. You know, it has everything in between, from the trainers to the boxing promotions, where you can negotiate your purse, different things. You know, it's a very deep career mode, and I appreciate SCI for at least adding that. I really do. Now, the problem I have with Undisputed at this very point and moment in time right now, the issue I have with them is the fact that this is allegedly the last update. And I really hope when they say the last update, I really hope that they mean the last update in regards to adding modes. Like, I'm hoping that there's still going to be tweaks here and there in between now and the console release. But with them saying that this is the last update, I don't have very high hopes for this game to do anything. You know, a lot of people who find this game to be fun are people who are like dying pretty much to have a new boxing game. That's what a lot of these fans or people who are playing Undisputed are pretty much doing. They're pretty much accepting what SCI is giving us and not really telling them what they can do better. Now, the issue I have with this, and I hope that they have a roundtable at some point, because when they made that video and said that this is the last update, I really hope that they got a roundtable coming up so they can give us pretty much the roadmap of what's to go on from here on in. But the fact that you guys are saying that this is the last update, and if this is the last update in regards to animations or anything of that being changed or tweaked or added, this game will not get my money come time for console release. I promise you it won't. You know, I understand the whole early access aspect, so I was willing to take that hit. But again, this is when I figured that my input would mean something if I were to tell them what exactly should and should not be changed, or our input would be pretty much happily looked at when we gave them what exactly we needed. And I've made several videos explaining what exactly we needed. What was at the top of my list was the fact that these punches don't have any extension on them. They have no kind of oomph behind them. You know, throwing haymakers should not be the only way to get them to be heavier punches, because some people just hit hard by default. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take a haymaker for you to really harness the power of said boxer. Some people just hit hard. Like, give an example, like Spence. Spence just hits hard. You know what I'm saying? Some people say he doesn't, but that's not here for me to judge or whatever. But some people just hit harder than others, and that's just what it is. But however, in this game, it's almost like you have to rely on a haymaker in order for your punches to mean something. Second, the extension on these punches. A lot of these punches in this game, which I've realized, you have them only set for inside fighting. I have yet to see a jab actually mean something. If it's not a signature fighter like a Ali or a Roy Jones, you're not gonna get much extension on the jab. Like, they don't take a step forward. They all just keep it all square within their shoulders. They don't turn their hips, no nothing. Same thing with the hook. It just looks very, very awkward and uncomfortable. No boxer I know, even from an entry standpoint, no boxer I know throws shots like that. You can go and watch YouTube videos, and they'll show you how to throw a jab, a hook, an uppercut, and they'll show you how to do it. It's all technique at the end of the day. Now, I understand that not all the time your technique is going to be sharp, but either way, when you practice your technique and you become tight at what you do, then that's when the power comes. However, in Undisputed, I've noticed that a lot of the times you're throwing shots, they're only suited for them to be on the inside. That's literally the only time where I see them actually mean something. If you try to throw a hook within range of like your guy's arms, within arm's reach, he won't throw it. He acts like he won't track where his head is. You know what I'm saying? And then even with tracking, when you're trying to throw a jab, or say for example, you're throwing a jab at somebody, not him doing an evasive move like a sidestep where he's bobbing and weaving or ducking out of the way. No, he's literally just walking to the side of him. And the tracking in this game is so bad. And some people say it's gotten better. It maybe has gotten better. It's been a while since I played it. But the tracking is bad to the point where if a guy's throwing a jab at someone who's just walking around, they can't land a shot. They literally act like they can't look at what they're swinging at. They act like once they initiate the jab, whatever they were looking at by that time that I throw that shot, that's where he's going to throw it. They literally act like they can't track their shots when they throw them. And then another thing is there's no risk and reward. I fought a guy one time and he was just throwing hooks left and right. You know what I'm saying? He was just throwing crazy amounts of hooks. Some of them I was blocking, but some of them I was able to like sneak a shot in while he was wide open, trying to throw a hook or 2 or 3 hooks in. I was able to pretty much sneak in a shot, which is a good shot, but the game does not give you that kind of credibility regardless of who you're fighting with. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a guy lands 3 or 4 hooks on me, you give him the stun or the rock versus me throwing a shot straight down center, a hard shot on him. The only thing that you'll give me to say that it was a good shot was to say that, oh, it was like a little stun reaction to the shot, a nice long stun reaction, and then that's it. We're back to the fight again. Like, no, like there should be a risk and reward to a lot of the stuff that you do, and this game does not harness that. It doesn't. It is a rock'em sock'em robot type of a game. I don't understand why somebody who is trying to take a simulation stand on boxing in this iteration of a boxing game, you don't understand that. You pretty much are making it to where it's pretty much just who hits each other the most, and then that's who wins. Who hits each other the most and the hardest, and then that's going to be the end of the fight. I don't understand it. I truly don't understand where SCI is going with this. This game is a miss. It is a miss. If this game is officially, like, if this is the official release after this career mode update, if this is the actual release and it's out of early access, I have zero hope for this game when it comes to console. Like I said, I'll take a little $30 hit for the early access because I feel that this is a good time for us to provide feedback and make the game better. So when it does come out, you know, we'll have a better game than what we had during early access. But as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, this game does not harness the true capability to be a difference maker in boxing, or at least in a boxing gameplay standpoint. Because just like y'all, I wanted a boxing game that can rival Fight Night, and I can actually say, oh, we got an option next to Fight Night. If we don't want to play Fight Night, let's play something a little bit more simulation aspect wise, or more simulation, or let's play a boxing game that has more simulation to it. Let's put on Undisputed, and then bam, we can go from there. No. Tell me why, from I'll probably say intermediate, maybe advanced boxing standpoint, if it's supposed to be so simulation, why is it that you can't throw a shot at an angle? You can't lean to the side like Tank does. And if you don't believe me, watch Tank's fights. You can't lean to the side and throw shots at angles. You have to be back center before you can throw a shot again. I haven't seen that since Knockout Kings 2003 or Fight Night 2004. I haven't seen that since then. You know what I mean? You have to be right back. You have to be right back center in front of the guy when he throws a shot, because you can't throw a shot at an angle. You can't be ducking down and throw an uppercut from downstairs. Well, that's going to be a body shot, but you can't be, leaning back into the side a little bit and then throw an uppercut up top based on the angle that you're leaning at. You can't stay at the angle and throw an uppercut from that side. You have to get back center, throw an uppercut, and then you can go back down to the same side you were just leaning on. In what world does that constitute as a good boxing game? This game, from a beginner, intermediate, advanced standpoint, fundamentally, it's lacking terribly. I don't care what, as far as content creators, I don't care who you have. It means nothing to me. Y'all have got to stop glossing over the fact that you guys are lacking fundamentally. There's a guy, but I think it's Love Seat something, whatever his name is. He has bloody knuckles brawl, street boxing or something like that, whatever it is. But this guy has made a boxing game that not only has textbook boxing, but understands the art and the fundamentals of boxing. One man, and I'm gonna start showing him on my channel. One man has understood, just like me, you, and everybody else who's watching these videos and loves boxing and understands it through and throughout. He understands how boxing is supposed to be made. He understands how where Fight Night was once upon a time with Champion in round 4 and built upon that. He understands that. So he took that and made his own boxing game. And I'm gonna put a link in the description box down below. Go check him out. That boxing game runs laps. And for that just to only be a demo, that runs laps around Undisputed. That game has what Undisputed doesn't have, and that's fundamentals. That game actually displays true fundamentals when it comes to boxing. As far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen, SCI will not get another dime out of me. SCI will not be on this channel. It will not be displaying Undisputed ever again, as far as I'm concerned. Because how I see it, SCI does not care about the feedback. Everything is more catered towards game modes and everything cosmetic-wise. I've been talking about animations for the longest, and you guys have decided to say, you know what? That's not important. We're going to put a career mode in, and then we're going to make it an official release. SCI, you guys have shown me you don't care about making a boxing game where everybody can get their boxing fit out. You don't care for the quality of your product. Because, again, you guys have decided to say, when I release this career mode, this is going to be the final and official release of Undisputed, and we're going to start working on consoles. Now, nowhere in Twitter, Discord, or any kind of video that you guys put out said nothing about fixing animations, adding more punch varieties and more punch styles and sets. You've said nothing about that. So that just shows me that you guys are pretty much content. Y'all are content with what y'all have, and you want us to be content with y'all. I'm not with it. So until further notice, I will not be displaying Undisputed on this channel, nor will it get any more of my time, because I haven't played it in I don't know how long. But this game will no longer be on this channel, and I understand that probably it didn't do that well on my channel. I put it on there, but the point still remains. I was trying to use my platform to show everybody that we got a new boxing game out, and we can all, have something to play on the newer age consoles when it finally gets here. But it's clear that this studio does not care about boxing, or the boxing purists, should I say, well enough to put out a product that can rival Fight Night Champion, but take a back seat, if not a few more rows of seats back to Fight Night, and make this game, Undisputed, pretty much play like a PS2 game. How far back we have flown to get to where we are now, to say that Undisputed deserves an official release. SCI, you should be ashamed of yourselves. This company will not get any more of my money until you can show me that you actually care about the sport of boxing. This game lacks fundamentally. I don't care who you add. I don't care if you put Spence in here. I don't care if you put Frank Martin or Tank Davis. I don't care who you put in here. If you can't add actual punch varieties and actually make risk and rewards and punching make a difference, if you can't do that, you do not need to put out a boxing game. Because I refuse to play a boxing game where you lack severely in fundamentals. But other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. SCI, you guys are a piece of work. I no longer care for what you guys have to do. I don't care what you guys do at this point. But I'm disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.